Now with United States Senator Reverend Raphael Warnock of Georgia, and he is out with a new children's book. It's called We're in This Together, Leo's Lunchbox, and he joins us now. Senator, welcome.
Reverend Senator's in the house.
Yes. Good morning. Yeah, and we want to talk about this book because it's so exciting, but obviously what's happening around the world right now is that so many are remembering Pope Francis. About a year ago, you actually got to meet with him. What will you remember most about that meeting with him?
Yeah, I met with the Pope about a year ago this week, in fact,
Wow.
and I was deeply honored to spend some time with him at the Vatican. I've always admired this Pope. He is deeply committed to the people, but particularly the poor and the marginalized, and he centered them in his work. And that's why his voice, I think, is an outsized voice, not because of his position, but because of his orientation. Mm-hmm. And we had a lovely meeting together. I'll never forget it. We ended it by praying together. He had a sense of humor too. He said, pray, I want you to pray first. And he said, pray for me, don't pray against me. Oh. And he and I had a big laugh, and there we were praying together. For me, an incredible model of how you use your faith, even within the realm of politics, to get good things done.
Yeah. And that is how so many are remembering him. Let's talk about you and your book, Leo's Lunchbox. It's actually based on a biblical verse. Tell us about that.
Yeah, one of my favorite stories in the Bible is the feeding of the 5,000, the miracle of the loaves and the fishes. So I've written this book, Leo's Lunchbox. It's inspired by that story. And it's me as a father. I have an 8-year-old daughter and a 6-year-old son, teaching them lessons of caring and compassion and kindness. And I think kindness is contagious. And so I'm trying to get that going, particularly in this moment in our country.
Yeah. And those lessons transcend religion, really, compassion, kindness, all of those things. What do you hope people take from this beautiful book, which the illustrations are beautiful, by the way?
Thank you. I have an incredible illustrator, Tamika Grooms, who's based in Atlanta. But the book is about a young kid who is experiencing food insecurity. 1 in 5 children in America is food insecure, and they don't know where their next meal is coming from. Wow. And so it's something that I'm concerned about as a senator. It's something that I've focused on addressing. I'm worried about these cuts potentially to SNAP. There is talk about cutting Head Start. I'm a free lunch kid. I'm a Head Start alum. I know the difference that these programs make. Investing in our children is worthwhile. And I'm hoping that as we read this story to our children, this kindness will be contagious, and it will impact not only our personal behavior, but our public policy.
Yeah, no kid should ever go hungry, ever.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about your kids, the 8- and 6-year-old. What do they think about the book? Are they honest? Do they love it?
Yeah, they enjoyed it. This is how I knew I was on to something. I read the book to them even before I had illustrations, and they liked the story. And my children feel no requirement to lie to me. They tell me.
They're so honest, right? They're so honest.
They tell me the honest truth. So I think we're on to something, and I have a lot of fun reading to them.
And why a children's book?
Well, you know, I'm focused on trying to make the world better, and there are a lot of things you can do, but investing in children is so critically important. I mentioned that I'm a Head Start kid, and we talk about the word gap with poor kids and affluent kids. Reading to our children is so important. And this is the first in a series of books where I'm talking about compassion, kindness, empathy, the kinds of values that are resonant in every faith tradition that we want to pass on to our children. And honestly, at this moment in our country, where those who have no vision are engaged in the politics of division, it seems to me this message couldn't have a better time.
Do you think there are messages here for parents and adults?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I hope to pass this book on to all of my colleagues, all 500
in Washington.
I think Washington can learn a lot from Leo.
It's really diverse, too.
It is. The kids are a very diverse group of kids, and I'll let you in on a little secret. With the exception of Leo, here's my faith talking. All of the kids in the book are named after a disciple. Oh. But you got to look closely to get it. And
you got to read the Bible to get it too.
So it emerges from my faith. I still lead Ebenezer Baptist Church. I preach there every Sunday, but you don't have to be a Christian to connect to the message in this book. I
The
think,
historic
again,
Ebenezer Church.
Absolutely.
where Dr. King preached.
Yeah.
And he talked about building the beloved community. And that's what this is about, building beloved community.
All right, one more time for the Reverend Senator right here.
All right.
Good to have you here and good to see you as well. We are in this together. Leo's Lunchbox is out right now, so go check it out.